Shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kadash, the one the elders and apostles of great most and that rule well, and Shalom to the whole elect of Israel. You know, as we hear in the Guardian.com, and it reads, nurses pledged tougher new strikes as NHS crisis deepens. NHS is the National Health Service. Nursing union gives ministers until Thursday to open pay talks as first signs emerge of bid to end disputes and prevent NHS collapse. Yeah, so the NHS is collapsing. National Health Service. And these institutions, these government sectors, such as health, hospitals, they're very important for society, man. You need hospitals to attend to the wounded, the injured, people that need healing and cures. Now you should know that these hospitals, for the most part, are full of BS, trying to fulfill a quota and to get people hooked on prescribed drugs. That's how they get their money, because they're not really curing the people for the most part. Giving people, when you go in these hospitals, you get treated, you just get hooked on pills and drugs, and you go in there to heal one thing, and another thing needs to be healed. Always getting side effects, man. So, as best as you can, stay away from these hospitals, man. Heal naturally, look into the herbs, and most importantly, pray unto Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim to heal you. But anyways, let's get into the subject. It reads, union leaders threatened on Saturday night to order a fresh wave of more severe strikes in the new year, in which nurses would offer less generous support inside hospitals, in a dramatic escalation of their pay dispute with the government. So something to do with their pay. Maybe they're not getting paid enough for what they work for. But look at that. The NHS staff, the nurses were saying that would offer less generous support. So in other words, not giving a shit for the customers. They're going to be ruthless. You might come in, you got an emergency, they'll tell you to wait fucking 10 hours. Yeah? Oh, we don't have enough staff. Oh, the staff is only doing a 3-hour shift because they're not paying us enough. So it's going to be very harsh and brutal. And it's going to be very dangerous, especially in this type of weather, man. People are getting sick. Talks of new strands of diseases. So that's going to F up a lot of people, man. It's going to be a terrible winter. Yeah, is it not children that passed away through the freezing cold in the lake? Judgment, man. So this winter is no joke, man. People are looking to get healed. People, But anyways, less generous support inside hospitals in a dramatic escalation of their pay dispute with the government. The Royal College of Nursing, RCN, in a marked hardening of its line, said there will be more hospitals and more nurses taking part than at present in strikes throughout January, unless ministers back down by Thursday. RCN said it would reveal its timetable of bigger and wider disputes if ministers failed to open new talks to pay within 48 hours of a second day of action planned for this Tuesday. In a further round of disputes, it would work to ensure nurses restricted the kind of work they were prepared to do on strike days to a shorter list of activities in fewer areas than had been the case of the first strike day last Thursday. Some nurses claimed they were bullied and threatened with disciplinary action if they tried to limit their duties on the strike day. So they were threatened to lose their jobs, man, to be fired. Right? So there's a battle with the government and the workers of the public sector, man, in the National Health Service, man, which is a big deal. Yeah, a lot of people go and get their medicines there. A lot of people go there to get cured. Yeah, and if there's no systems of hospital, that's a danger. That's a threat to society. Yeah, that's a sign of society going down, man. Yeah, because one of the major things of a strong society or institutions you should have in a society, you need to have a military army, an army of defense. You need to have a good money system, economic system, banks or whatever. You need hospitals to heal the people, man. If there's no hospitals, you know, there's always going to be sickness, and it's going to increase the chance of the mortality rate, man, of people dropping dead. Yeah. But anyways, get scriptures. This is Second Ezra chapter 9 from the top. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the Lord's going to bring judgment, man. Yeah. And the Lord's going to send his son very soon too. But obviously, many prophecies have to fall into place, such as the MOTB, which is written in Revelations 13 and 16. The CHIP, which is, there's talks about that in the news. Jacob's trouble, World War III, and all manner of destruction and disasters. Then shall thou understand that it is with its very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and, this is the key point, uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. The main point is in this topic is the uproars of the people. Uproars, man. Uproar meaning, and it says uproar, a loud and impassionate noise of disturbance, turmoil, disorder, confusion. So there's disorder and confusion, man. There's division, chaos, commotion, disturbance, tumult, turbulence, mayhem, havoc, yeah, clamor, racket, shouting, yelling, babble, yeah, rumpus, yeah. So what does that mean? There is disorder and dysfunction, confusion and turmoil, and chaos within society, which is a sign of the kingdom of Esau, so-called white man, going down, man. Yeah, his kingdom is divided. This is Mark 3 verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself, yeah, he's this is the prophecy, man. Yeah, more, well, if you go more in depth, uh, the beast, EU and NATO, America, Esau's empire, is being destroyed within, man. Yeah. But in this case, with the NHS and the government, there's chaos and turmoil. Yeah. Civil unrest. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, yeah, because they don't see eye to eye, right? There's complaints, right? Yeah. He cannot stand but have an end. See? So the kingdom is collapsing. The kingdom of Esau is collapsing. Society is divided. So guess what? It's inevitable that there will be an end, man. Very soon. Yeah. Yeah. And stuff like this is going to bring harm to the public. It's going to affect the public if it continues to go on like this. Yeah, but this is judgment of the Lord. The Lord is bringing this, and we want this to happen because we want this place to go down, man. We want to see the end on Esau's reign. We want to see the wicked suffer. All these rebellious people and scoffers, and the wicked of our own people too, and these heathens. We want to see them get judged, man. Yeah. Anyone that sticks up for this wicked society is gonna get judged by the Lord. Yeah, because this is Esau's world, and Esau only brings wickedness. So if you're down with wickedness, you're enemy with the Lord, man. But anyways, with that, shalom.